My name is Steve Kamanapali, and welcome back. Now, every board is different, and to move from good to great is not just about knowing best practices, it's doing them while honoring and valuing the organization's culture and values. Boards themselves have unique cultures and values, whether they're written or not. And it pays to answer these questions and others like them to try to define what your board culture is, what your organization culture and values are. Then you get consensus on whether or not these are good. And when that is done, teach them to new board members and revisit them from time to time. Now, here are some thoughts and questions about what every board should be thinking about. Here's number one. Do we pursue truth and look hard at the evidence in our decision making? Do we pursue truth? How about this? Are we transparent, and do we want to be more so? Do we have a culture where disagreements are welcomed or discouraged? Which one is it? Is our first loyalty of the board to this organization, or maybe is it to another organization? Does evaluation of individual board members, does that fit our culture? Do we elect officers and committee chairs based on merit, or is it more like a popularity contest? Are we highly collaborative, or do we go our own way? Do we nurture people of wealth to get their money or to serve them in what they are trying to do as they give away their money? Do we quickly resolve conflict, or do we let them fester? Do we view staff as merely means, or is their development a worthy end? How about this one? Do we really welcome tough questions in our dialogue as board members? Are we closer to being rule-oriented and legalistic, or more forgiving? Are we risk takers, or would we rather conserve what we have? What are some questions or issues that are out of bounds for discussion? Do we engage those who are against us, or do we shun them? Do we view our CEO as a partner in governance, or as a hired hand? If you're a Christian nonprofit, have we worked at linking our work with our faith? Are we willing to identify poor programs and end them? That's pretty hard. Now, there are a dozen more questions that we could ask, but this is a start. How could you honestly define your board and nonprofit culture and identify the values that really drive you versus those that you might have written out but don't always honor them? Healthy boards work toward being authentic in their relationships within a worthy culture. I hope you have a great meeting, and we'll see you next time.